Hey y'all, Bearded Piper here, Wade, coming to you on Thursday morning. It's 8:03, just dropped my wife off at work, and I'm about to go pick Gene up to take him to his 6-month eye doctor appointment. I'm smoking my 3-star Pipe by Lee Lavat, I believe is what my father told me it was. Nice big bowl. And in it, I'm smoking some of this Ashton Winding Road. I don't know if you all have had, this is actually my first Ashton blend. I don't think I've had anything else of theirs. But it's a really, really good blend. I can smoke this fast if I want and not get any tongue bite. And this is the first non-cherry blend where I could really taste, really taste the flavors. It's supposed to be like caramel and apricot, whatever you guys say, however you pronounce it. And it's really good. It is really, really good. Right now, it's kind of been my go-to blend that if I do smoke one of the day, each day, it's one of the blends that I will smoke on a daily basis. So I got another Thoughts and Reflections with the Beard, number 6. I know I just did one Saturday, and I think I posted it Sunday. But, I'm sitting here with my wife, and we get to her job, and she asks, "Hey, do you mind parking in the parking lot adjacent to my work?" Not her parking lot, but the one next to it. And I said, "Well, why? I don't understand." She said, "Well, unfortunately, with her new job and position out here in Cary, she's kind of been ostracized. You see, on her first day of working there, one of the first questions that her coworkers asked, bless me, excuse me, was, "Are you vaccinated?" And that laid the groundwork for pretty much all of the interactions or lack thereof between her and her coworkers moving forward. Now, you probably have an opinion on the vaccine, whether it's a neutral, kind of it's your body, it's your medical decision, or whether you are strongly for or against it. But almost everyone has an opinion on it nowadays. Unfortunately, she works in an office where not having the vaccine ostracizes you. Her coworkers have kind of turned their backs on her and don't talk to her. They've gone out to lunch a couple of times and not invited her. And I don't mean like there were a small group of people and then there were some others. Everyone went out to lunch and she was the only one not invited. And I sit here and reflect. And one of the reasons she wants me to park elsewhere is because we do have some conservative stickers. We are conservatives. I wouldn't say extremists. We are not extreme far right or anything like that. And I don't think anyone should ever be far one way or another. But we are conservative. And we are usually pretty vocal about that. But it has gotten to the point at her job where they're just kind of left her alone. They don't talk to her, and then they talk about her behind her back, because they talk about literally everyone behind their back who doesn't want to wear a mask at work, or who doesn't want to get the vaccine for whatever their reason may be. That's wrong. We have been told by the powers that be in our government that this vaccine is the answer to all of our nation's problems, and that by not getting it, we are causing the problems to continue on and on. The economy, the health crisis, all of the stuff going on. It's a problem because of the unvaxxed. And we've been kind of trained to believe that this is really the central issue in our nation right now. It's not. There are a lot of issues that are affecting a lot of different things right now. And I hate to say it, but the vaccine is not one of them. I'm not saying that the vaccine doesn't work. I'm not saying that it doesn't keep people from having more severe reactions when they get COVID. My wife and I have both had COVID. It was not fun, but it also didn't really feel life-threatening to us, given our age and relative health. So it's been kind of frustrating to see that we are almost being trained and taught to teach people to... Sorry. I think I repeated myself in a sense. We're being trained and taught to treat people, that's what I meant to say, to treat people differently based on their answer to that question. Are you vaxxed? Did you get the shot? Do you have your boosters? And based on how they answer that question, that's going to determine whether we can be friends, whether we can be coworkers, whether we can be civil. And that's just plain dumb. All right? I don't care where you stand on the vaccine. There are family members who I have that wanted to get the vaccine. Some of them were in those categories that were at risk that, logically it made sense to get the vaccine. There are plenty of them who are in much better health than my age or younger, who really didn't need to get the vaccine and chose to anyway, and that's okay. I'm not going to sit here and treat them any differently because they did. I don't think they're idiots. I don't think that they're foolish. I don't have an opinion on their life because it's their life. It's their medical decision, and I respect it. I have not gotten the vaccine myself. I'm not going to get the vaccine. I also don't get my flu shots, and I've never gotten the flu, to my knowledge. I'm sorry, but if we start treating each other as less than human for making perfectly sound decisions, well, we've got a problem on our hands. So my encouragement to everyone is to take a step back, maybe turn off the news every once in a while, because the news hasn't been helping much, and take a second to think about how important is this issue when it comes to our friendships, our relationships with our family, our relationships with our coworkers, and for those of us who are Christians, how does this affect our witness? You know, are we so willing to make this issue a topic that is going to affect whether we love one another? I sure hope not. But unfortunately, our society nowadays has gotten to that point. We are just sitting here judging each other and treating each other poorly because they've made a decision that differs from ours, and so that must make them wrong, or that differs from the handful of experts that this media station portrays or that station portrays. And you know, we're basing whether we can be civil and loving towards one another on things that don't really matter. And you know, take it for what you will. Maybe you think this vaccine is the save-all, and I respect you for that. But I disagree, and I still love you. And that's the bottom line. We can't let this be such a huge issue that it divides us as a nation. And it's rough, you know. I hate seeing my wife get up in the morning and not really want to go to work because of her beliefs or views and how she's going to get treated. So, I guess, simply put, treat others the way you would like to be treated. And I'm pretty sure that's something that's been instilled in us since kindergarten or before. And it's something that we really, 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 really need to get back to, because we're not focusing on that key ideal that we've been taught from the very beginning. I think it's called the golden rule. Isn't that what it? I think that's what it is. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Simply put. Well, I gotta go pick up my son. I'm gonna relight this bowl because I've been talking more than smoking, and I'm gonna enjoy it on the way home. But just keep that in mind. You know, when you see someone, your first reaction to meeting them or seeing them shouldn't be, has this person gotten the vaccine? That's just poor behavior. So, y'all fill your bowls with something you like. Y'all be blessed, and I'll see you around next time.